I got a new job that I'm super excited about and thrilled for all the opportunities that have presented itself. With it, though, I have an epiphany. My epiphany was around my emotions and what the emotions meant. I was super excited, as I said, but was also feeling a little nervous at the same time. And I was nervous about two issues. Number one, that my cortisol levels would spike again and cause me to sink back into adrenal fatigue. Number two, I'd get laid off like I have in the past. So if you haven't noticed, the two words in these phrases is again and past. And hearing those made me realize that it's not the job, it's not the future that's making me nervous, but it's repeating the past that makes me anxious. So what's interesting, though, I feel like with this situation, is that I'm living in the future and the past at the same time. I'm anticipating something happening based off what my past was. So typically, when we think of the past, it makes us feel shame or guilt or sadness. And thinking of the future leads to us feeling anxious, worried, or nervous. So in this case, though, I'm thinking I'm in both worlds, future and past. And it makes me feel all sorts of emotions, anxious and a little sad and nervous and guilty at the same time. So I had to reframe my mindset around this. And I used the law of attraction. Have you heard of it? It pretty much means thinking positively about something and that'll happen to you. Now, I'm not saying you could say, okay, I'm going to think I'm going to get $1 million tomorrow, and then the $1 million will show up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what you think, what you believe will determine your behavior and your action. And then that determines what happens to you, right? So let's say if I continue to think that these events, that I'm going to get high cortisol levels, I'm going to stop sleeping again, I'm going to be completely stressed out, I'm going to get laid off. If I continue to think this way, what do you think is going to happen? I'm going to show up that way. I'm going to go into the workplace or whatever situation I'm in, insecure with low energy, and I'm not going to be able to perform. Versus, imagine if I tell myself, I'm going to rock it, I'm going to sleep soundly, I'm going to have tons of energy, and this is going to help me heal even more. And everything in my life is going to be great and fantastic and perfect. What do you think will happen? What do you think I'm going to show up as? So I think there's a lot more positive and motivational energy behind that second situation. And this is my point here. My second point, I guess. Ultimately, we have the choice to let the past or the future to rule us. We have the choice to choose happiness or sadness, to choose calm and peace or anxious nervousness. So I'm asking you, what fear is getting in your way right now? And what can you do to change your mindset around that, to create a more positive, uplifting, empowering experience for you? And I want to end off on this, what I choose. I choose, and you can hold me accountable to this, I choose to live happily balanced and am feeling super excited and energized for all these new opportunities I have in my life. And my last quote for you that I firmly believe in is, what you believe is what you're going to achieve. So let go of those fears, turn them into something positive, and go get them. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions.